everyone, back out from our Pat here. Today is a very exciting day. We are gonna do a tour of my backyard farm, and it's beginning of February. We've just gone through a couple freezes back in January, so there is some damage. But guys, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on that I know you guys can't wait to see. So let's get started, guys. Let's see what's going on backyard farm. Well, guys, I want to stop here at my mustard greens. Before I step out into the garden, I just want to stop briefly at my mustard greens. Guys, it rained for the first time like a couple days ago. It rained on Sunday, and the mustard greens probably doubled in size since. Believe it or not, I've been eating from this patch consistently, and up to a few days ago, you could actually see soil, but now they're so huge. Look at my hand. And look at the size of these. Each leaf is just absolutely massive. Let's pick a leaf. Each leaf is just absolutely massive. So I'm gonna cook this later. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I have some new plants coming in. My good friend Diane, she gave me a white bird of paradise. So I'm really looking forward. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna plant it outside or if I'm gonna keep it on the patio. But anyway, let's go see the garden. So of course, I had cut back my passion fruit, and as you can see, guys, it's just been a few weeks and it's already sprouting a whole bunch of new leaves. So we're gonna, before you know it, this archway is gonna be covered with passion fruit. I just absolutely cannot wait. We're not gonna go too much over the veggie garden because we already went through this. Remember, I cut my broccoli less than 2 weeks ago, and guys, look at this. This is the secondary sprout of the broccoli, and the little ones that I transplanted are also sprouted now, so really excited about that. My purple Irish potatoes look like they're ready to harvest. You see how dried up they are back there. I'm gonna probably go back and harvest my purple Irish potatoes. Oh guys, and I wanted to show you, I've been getting tomatoes. Remember when I transplanted these were all actually volunteer tomatoes. I wasn't sure what they were, but these look like the sugar sweet 100. No, not sugar sweet. These are the sweet 100s. So these are all volunteer tomatoes along here. I just bought some Sugar Sun tomato seeds. I mean, I paid for them. They haven't arrived yet, but I paid for them a couple weeks ago. I'm probably gonna dig these two up. I'm not sure what these two are, and plant my Sugar Sun tomatoes, because those are absolutely my favorite, and I don't think any of these are Sugar Sun. So along here is where I planted my Chinese broccoli. I haven't eaten any yet. I haven't actually eaten this yet, but I see that the broccoli head is beginning to form on this one. So hopefully I'll have a whole bunch of Chinese broccoli soon. All right, so let's go look at some trees. Let's go look at some of our trees and see how they're doing. And the first tree that we're gonna stop at is my guava tree, guys. Was eating this tomato. Guys, look how much my guavas have grown. Look at that. Can you guys believe this is a guava tree? The little guava tree that was planted last year, that was only like 2 feet tall. Now it is covered with guavas everywhere. It's covered with guavas everywhere, guys. So I have a ton of guavas just from this one tree that started off like a teeny tiny tree. Now it's all guavas. So I'm very, very excited about my guava tree. Star fruits. Both star fruit trees are sprouting leaves. This one was planted a whole year ago. It never gave me any fruit last year. I'm hoping this year, now that it's been in the ground a full year, I'm hoping it will give me fruit. That's just this is one of my only cranberry hibiscus that didn't burn up with the freeze. Cranberry hibiscus is pretty cold hardy. So I believe even the ones that I've that got burnt up, they will come back. This is a longan tree. That this was also one of my recent plants. I think I've only planted this a couple years. I mean, a couple months now. But guys, as you can see, look, this is all new growth for my longan. So I'm hoping to get some growth. I don't think this is going to bear for another few years. So, well, who knows? But I don't think it's going to bear right away. It's very, very small. But, you know, God willing, it will grow fast and give me fruit fast. Let's go let these girls out. Hey, girls. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. What do you, You're not going, No, Lord, she got out. Hey, get back in. Inside. Come on, in. Get in. All right. They're all trying to escape. Storm. Come on, Storm. Come on, girl. You're not one of the girls. You're not one of the chickens. Come, Storm. You are a girl, but... Come on, Storm. Hey, Storm, come. These are escapees. They're always trying to escape. Look at them. Look at them. Woo. Even though I clip their wings, they can still fly around. They are a happy bunch of girls. They are a happy bunch of girls. All right, let's continue the tour. Here I have another starfruit tree. This was planted maybe 6 months ago. I actually got 4 starfruit. 3 of them blew off during Hurricane Ian, but I still ate them. They weren't fully ripe, but they actually were sweet, even though they weren't ripe. They weren't very sweet, but they definitely, I could tell if they had ripe fully, they would have been very sweet. And then something knocked off the 4th one. I ate all 4 and I really enjoyed it. So really looking forward to some starfruit this year. Starfruit is one of those plants that bears year round. So looking forward to it. Then here is my ackee tree, guys. I'm so proud of this little ackee tree. I had almost given up on it. This was like a dried up little stick in a pot. There were no leaves. It was just a stick. I kept it in a pot, kept watering it, and now it's a beautiful ackee tree, and you can see it's pushing some sprouts. All right, so as we walk through our garden, we get to the papaya tree. And I know I recently did my papaya video where I had harvested some papayas. This is one of my female papayas. Just some different plants along here. And then guys, this is my Bombay Julie mango. And guys, it looks like it's trying to sprout. You see here, like the buds are swollen. Like look at this one. So I'm hoping I think it's too young to blossom, but it looks like it's trying to blossom, guys. So this is extremely exciting. If I got even one mango from this is a cross between Bombay and Julie. So Bombay and Julie are 2 of the Jamaicans' favorite mangoes. So this is supposed to be a combination of both. So let's see what we get here. So guys, this was a surprise, a huge surprise that I got yesterday. I had totally forgotten that I had planted a raspberry plant and stuck it up against the trellis. I totally forgot about it. So yesterday I was walking through, I see that my first raspberry has formed. Literally, I haven't seen this plant in probably 6 months. This is one of the first things I had planted, but it has a raspberry forming. The plant looks really pathetic. Look at it. It's just this one little vine. So I'm going to have to figure out what to spray the leaves with. I probably need a little copper. Looks like some kind of fungus. So I'm going to spray the leaves. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fungus because I have a lot of that leaf spot throughout the garden. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these leaves with a little copper. Fertilize it. And, you know, hopefully I'll have some raspberries for the first time. So back here we have another papaya. This is one of the hermaphrodite papayas. They're hanging in there. I'm hoping to eat some more papaya soon. And back here you can see a lot of the leaves are knocked back off my cassavas, my cocoa. My cocos didn't do extremely well. They're still alive. They're still in the ground. Some of them I think died because I know I had more cocoa than this. But these are the cocoa plants. They look like elephant ears, but they have the malanga or cocoa growing underneath. So I'll probably try harvesting one of these. I was hoping they would get a lot bigger. Cocoa does like boggy areas or wet areas, and I basically don't water here, so that's probably why they look so malnourished. But guys, look at this beauty here. Look at this beauty here, guys. My um Kerry mango, guys, it's blossoming all over. I have a whole lot of blossoms. So guys, I am so excited about this. My Kerry mango tree is blossoming all over. Last year was the first year it bore, and I got 6 Kerry mangoes. So I'm praying this year to get at least 12, at least double. So very, very excited. The tree's looking great. Um, a few weeks ago, it started to get a little leaf spot, and I treated it with a little copper. I sprayed a little copper, so I haven't seen the leaf spot spread. This, so I believe that we're good now. Next we have my mulberry. This plant, I think, is almost one of the sources of leaf spots in the garden. This plant almost always has a leaf spot. I cut it back significantly a few weeks ago, and as you can see, after I cut it back, every branch is now has mulberries coming out. So every single place where I cut now has mulberries coming out. I also sprayed it with a copper, so a lot of the new leaves are coming out clean. Like if you look at the top, those leaves are clean. So I'm hoping that we arrested the leaf spot for a bit. We still do have a few leaves that have it on, but generally it looks good. I treated it once a few weeks ago. I think I'll go in and treat this and the mango tree just one more time, just to see if maybe we can get a healthy season of mulberries. So one thing I know, if you notice about these mulberries, so far all my mulberries have been really tiny. I don't know if it's because my tree is still small, but the size of the mulberries are very disappointing. So if you guys have tips on how I can, get these mulberries to size up, it could be because of maybe the leaf spot disease is hampering the tree. That's quite possible. But you guys let me know. You guys who, if you're experts on mulberries, this is another tree that I'm growing for the first time. So you guys let me know. Here I have a Monstera delicioso. Back here I have my little pineapple grove growing. So whenever I buy a pineapple, I eat it. I stick the top in the ground, and from there they'll grow and give me more pineapple. Here I have my naseberry tree. It's not doing much right now. Last year I got blossoms. I had blossoms, so like most of the year. 2 naseberries actually formed, but none of them held. Neither of them held, so I think the tree is maybe just too young to produce yet, but I'm hoping this year will be different. Back there I have a lot of cassava. I have a lot of cassava to harvest, guys, but I'm still eating cassava, I tell you. I have really been enjoying my cassava. It's just been absolutely delicious. But what I'm doing is I'm reaping the oldest cassava first and moving around. This is one of the newest cassava, so this is not ready. At least I'm not ready to harvest it. Beside it, I have one of my banana trees, and as I go through the forest, you're going to see that most of my banana trees are really burnt up. This one wasn't as bad because at least this has a green leaf, or this is probably a new leaf, but all my banana trees got damaged by the cold. However, these are still alive, so this weekend I'm gonna be cutting back all those dead branches and allow the plant to sprout new ones. My Jamaican cherry tree is still standing. No cherries yet. Beside it, another cassava. Then over here, guys, I just threw down some gungo peas. And let's see if we have any sprouts yet. So I just threw some gungo peas in here a few weeks ago. And what I plan on doing is just starting them. I just wanted to get them started, and then I'll transplant them over. But I'm going to have a whole bunch of gungo pea seedlings for sale. Oh, yeah. There is one here. Here, a few more here. Gungo peas. I also planted some red sugar cane along here. I'm going to start a new cane cane grove right here for red sugar cane. My other cane that I have on the other side are green sugar cane. So I'm gonna keep my red sugar cane over here. Here I have my OTET apple. It's not doing anything yet. It's just now waking up. Look at that. It's just now waking up. So this is great. So surprisingly, the leaves didn't fall off this winter. Last winter, it all fell back. As a matter of fact, I had a different one last winter and it died completely. This one is still alive, so this one has done well. Here I have a Boro banana. That's a big, fat, thick banana. In some cultures, they call it plantain, but it's not plantain that we know of in Jamaica. It's a banana, and it's very, very fat, very thick, and it's often used to make what do you call it when you pound the green plantain. I can't remember the name. I'll put the name up there. Back here is my callaloo grove, and I hardly got to eat any callaloo because of the worms. The worms took the callaloo before I got to eat any. However, I left it there because I plan on harvesting the seeds, and I'll have some callaloo seeds available. Then here is my soursop that really got knocked back by the cold. But as you can see, when you bend it, it's still... Oops, actually this is not green. Oh boy. I hope I didn't lose my soursop. Uh-oh. So I'm gonna have to come back and cut this back. But last year my soursop looked like this and it came back. So I'm hoping that I don't think I lost it. I'm hoping I didn't lose it. But that's my soursop tree. Then back here I have two gungo peas or pigeon peas, gandules, and the other two died with the different storms that we had. But what I plan on doing is when those gungo peas rise up, I'm gonna plant maybe 3 or 4 more gungo peas. My friend Diane also gave me red gungo peas or red gandules, so I plan on planting a couple red along with the green gandules or gungo peas that I have here. And if you guys missed that video, check it out where I harvested the gungo peas and I showed you how to start new seeds, and I showed you how I use the green ones versus the dried seeds. We went through everything, so check that out. And then here I have a fig tree, and the first fig I had was not very sweet, and then Lead Farmer 73 told me that it probably wasn't sweet because it got too much water. So the next, too much rain. So the next fig I had was a little bit sweeter. So now we have this third fig. It rained a lot a couple days ago, but hopefully the flavors are already developed by then. So I'm going to try this fig. Let's try it. Well, this is definitely better. Not super sweet, but definitely better than the first fig I had. So Lead Farmer 73, you were right. It was probably too much rain before. This one is pretty good. So I guess I'll keep the tree. Okay. So here I have my katuk. This also got knocked back by the cold, but you can see it's already coming out. I had 2 avocado trees. As you can see, I literally just chopped the avocado tree in half because it was growing straight up. It was like maybe 6-7 feet tall. So I chopped it back so that when you chop it like that, it generates new branches. And you can see, look at that, guys. Look how many new branches are already being generated from me chopping it back. So if you have a tree that's tall and skinny, it's always a good idea to chop it back. Did the same with my moringa and got 2 new branches. That moringa there also needs to be chopped back. So let's talk about losses. So far, this is one of the trees that I lost. This is my second avocado tree. That one is gone. So with the cold, it couldn't withstand the cold. It actually died. But I'm not even too upset because I might end up putting a breadfruit tree here. I really don't need 2 avocado trees. I like avocados, but I don't eat enough avocados to need 2 trees. But 2 friends had given them to me, and that's why I didn't want to give up either one. But nature decided that one left, so I think I'm gonna put a breadfruit tree over here. All right, so when you come over to this side, these are my sweet sop trees or my sugar apple trees. So I am very pleased to say that all the leaves went, but this is a little tiny one. That was a tiny seedling. This one hasn't born yet. This one is already sprouting leaves. And the mama plant is also just now sprouting leaves. So my sweet sop is back. It's back up. And you guys, if you saw that video where I harvested my first sweet sop, you'll see how wonderful, how delicious. Was like one of the best fruits I had from the garden the entire year. It was just really incredibly sweet, incredibly creamy. A must have, a must have. So very happy with my sweet sop. I'm not gonna go through my island right now, but you can see I have some ground orchids popping up there. Most of my things in my island are really knocked back. Like my blue porter weed is knocked back. My cranberry hibiscus that was so beautiful in all my videos, that's really it's gone. What I did was I harvested all the cuttings recently. I'm gonna pull this out and remove it completely from the garden. When I planted the cranberry hibiscus here, I wasn't aware of how big it would get, and it completely shaded out some other plants. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. I have my monstera here. I have my bananas. You can see my bananas were also burnt up by the cold. I already started chopping back some of the branches. I'm gonna do the rest this weekend. This one also pretty much burnt up. What I noticed, and I guess the bigger plant was shading out the smaller plant. What I noticed with all my bananas, that the suckers are all green and healthy, whereas but the mother plant got really damaged. Same thing over here. Suckers are green and healthy, but the mother plant got damaged. So somehow the mother plant kind of added some insulation and protection for the suckers, which is great. Here is my white Thai guava, and let me see what this is. Yeah, it's now pushing out new leaves. No blossoms yet. I'm really excited to try this white Thai guava. I don't think I've ever had a white Thai guava. It has quadruple, probably triple in size since I got it. It has a lot of like white fly disease or insect droppings on here. I came through, sprayed the leaves. I try to wash off as much as of this. I think I'm gonna literally physically sit and wash and scrub these off because I don't want the blackness on the leaf to affect the photosynthesis. I want to give this chance, the plant all the chance it needs to blossom this year. And I really do believe, based on how the Mexican guava you just saw gave me a ton of fruit the first year, I truly believe that this one is also going to give me fruit this year. Looking forward to it. Let me show you my other guava that I have on the island. It's over here right beside my comfrey. A new subscriber just recently told me that it's great to plant comfrey beside any plants that you want to build up, any plants that are struggling. So I think I'm going to take that advice and maybe dig up a couple pieces of comfrey and plant them. I'll find some places to plant them throughout the garden. I only have a couple here. There's one more in my veggie garden that popped up that I'll probably transplant. But that was a good tip from him. I think his name was Richard. All right, so over here we have my other guava that is doing extremely well. It's very healthy. It's also sprouting new leaves. So who knows, guys, I might have a whole guava orchard with all these guavas in my garden. My bird of paradise is doing great over here. It looks a bit beat up, but that's because of winter. But guys, I believe this year I'm gonna have a whole sea of beautiful, not bird of paradise, these are lobster claws. Incredible lobster claws, guys. I cannot wait for this to start blooming. The lobster claws, I probably take some out and plant some more throughout the garden. Same for here, lots of lobster claws. I'm gonna cut back the dry ones, and guys, by March, April, you're gonna see a sea of beautiful flowers here. So over here, I have my dwarf naseberry planted from my brother's from seed. I planted this from seed 2 years ago. It's doing well. Probably hit it with a little liquid fertilizer, maybe some fish emulsion, just to give it a little boost. Over here, I have my ackee tree. This is another ackee tree that I had gotten. This one was actually the bigger of the two ackee trees. And now the other one that we thought was dead is probably twice the size of this. But hey guys, you can't go wrong with two ackee trees. So ackee is a Jamaican national fruit. So, but it's not eaten like a fruit. It's actually cooked like, especially for breakfast. We have our national dishes called ackee and saltfish, and we cook it down. It looks like scrambled eggs when you cook it. It's cooked down with saltfish or salted bacalao, and that's how we eat it. All right, so moving along, moving along. I want to show you my red coat plum, guys. Looky here. My red coat plum. I can't tell where the sun is. Okay. Can you guys see this? My red coat plum has a little tiny blossoms beginning. I'm very excited to have some more plums this year. So my red coat plum tree, the way the plums work is first it blossoms, it sends the blossoms out. Then when the fruits come in, then the leaves come in after to cover the fruits. So red coat plum is on the way to give me some good fruit. So looking forward to that. All right, so let's check out these other plum sticks that I planted. So this one here is a red coat plum. This stick was planted last year, probably last summer. So it's a few months old. It looks like a old broken down stick. I don't see any, well, I do see some tiny signs of growth here or life. Storm is busy. Excuse me, Storm. Excuse me, Storm. Don't break my stick. So there's not much growth here, but I do see a little tiny green bud. Hold on, let's zoom in. Let's try and zoom in here. There we go. There's a tiny little green right here. So this does have life, even though you're not seeing it. This is a red coat plum. And then, guys, this is super exciting. This is also a stick I planted the same time. And you can see this is much bigger. Actually, that one was a lot bigger, but I won't call names. Somebody was mowing the lawn and they snapped it in half. So that one was actually bigger. But guys, look at this. I am super excited. Super excited, guys. Look, this is full of little blossoms. This is full of yellow coat plum blossoms. So the first two are red coat plums, and this is a yellow coat plum. And I'm gonna get plums this year. This was a cutting of a fully mature tree that was already fruiting and had the most delicious plums I've ever had in my life. And this is the yellow coat plum of that tree and the red coat plum. And you wondered, what do you mean yellow coat and red coat from the same tree? Yes, guys, you heard me right. So the owners of the tree, they actually grafted a yellow coat onto a red coat, or they grafted the two trees together. So exactly half of the tree is a yellow coat and the other half of the tree is a red coat. So that's pretty incredible. I think I'm probably gonna do that with this tree or one of my trees once that red coat grows. That red coat plum tree, that stick, is significantly better than my red coat plum. My red coat plum is good, but when I tasted theirs, it's way better. So I'm hoping these sticks take off. There I have another cassava. As you can see, leaf spot had knocked down most of the leaf spot, and cold had knocked down most of the leaves. But it looks like this one has a pretty significant root structure. I see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different roots, branches coming out of that one cassava stick. So I'm really looking forward to harvesting that one. Then here is I just call this my special banana. Guys, look at the size of these suckers. The suckers are like 5 feet tall. Two of them are 5 feet tall. One is like 4 feet tall. So the suckers look great. Mommy plant got a pretty bad beating, but you can see it's still strong. The trunk is still very firm. So when you see this, guys, don't chop it down. Just cut the leaves back. This is going to come back. As bad as this looks, it's going to come back. And if you guys remember this tree, this is a sucker plant that it was so small, I had to put a little pink stick so that gardener would know it's there. It was just a root that I planted. And from that banana root came this huge, like maybe 12-foot tree. And now these suckers that I can transplant elsewhere. Here we have my East Indian mango tree. Hasn't done much for me yet, but you know what? It's a new year. It's been in the ground close to a year now. So maybe 6 months. So I'm expecting great things from my East Indian mango. I have my papaya back there. Some different pieces of cassava that I just planted. And then here is my last cassava that the next cassava that I need to harvest. So I planted my cassava, started from one end and worked my way all the way around. So I'm harvesting the cassava as I planted them. So this one also has multiple shoots. I'm really looking forward to harvesting this cassava. So guys, I'm gonna have some cassava sticks available pretty soon. Down here is just a couple cassava sticks that I just planted, so hardly any leaves yet. Then here I have my June plum, which I had posted that video that, oh, my wonderful June plums, and then like 2 days later I posted, oh, my June plums are all gone. But guys, it's okay. The leaves are now coming back. They're beginning to come back, beginning to sprout. So I will have lots of June plums before you know it. June plum is one of those trees that bears year round. In South Florida, my June plum bore all year and I was never without plums. But this year with all the freezes that we had, it succumbed. The tree is still green. As you can see, it's still green and healthy, but the plums will come back. All right, so let me give you a quick update on my sugarcane. So guys, you remember my little sugarcane patch here? This is my green sugarcane, and I had planted a few pieces on that video. I showed you how to plant sugarcane. So guys, here is the update on my cane. They are growing. You can see something is eating the top of my canes off. I'm not sure what that is, but it's okay. It's not affecting the cane in any way. So my canes are coming up. Now that we're moving into spring, we're just coming out of winter. These are going to grow a whole lot more. And hopefully when the rains come in also. Because cane, just like lemongrass, they are grasses. And grasses like rain and they like nitrogen. I probably hit it with a dose of some liquid fertilizer or something, or a little blood meal for the nitrogen, and watch it grow. So guys, this is my lemongrass. You can see it's covered with lemongrass seeds. I mean, tons of seeds. I'm going to try and harvest these seeds, but I didn't really do much of my lemongrass. So my lemongrass dried up over the winter. What I probably do is cut this back. I'm probably going to dig up some of the roots. Lemongrass can grow easily from the roots, or you can grow them from seeds. So I probably will put some lemongrass seeds on my Etsy store if you guys want to get them. I'll put them out there real cheap, so you guys can get some lemongrass seeds, and I'll probably have some roots. Guys, can you believe I went to the big box store, I won't call the name, the other day, and they had lemongrass, sprigs of lemongrass rooted, and they were selling them for like, I think $12.99 or $13.99. I think I took a picture for you guys. So you guys, you can plant a sprig of your own lemongrass, and you can have your own forest of lemongrass. You don't need to buy lemongrass in the stores. You can just plant your own, and it will grow to this in no time. Then I have my little sweet potato. This is my Murasaki sweet potato. I just started some slips, so I'm gonna have Murasaki slips as soon as they grow up. Let's see what we have up front. All right, up front I have my 4 little coconut trees. They survived the winter, and my one little elderberry plant here. This is really strange how it grows. The elderberry plant grows on the ground, but look at this. It's a tall plant. Oh Lord, I just broke it. Okay, I just broke my elderberry plant. So hopefully this can grow back from cuttings. I'm probably going to stick this back in the ground, but it grows very strange. It grows like across the ground instead of up. So you guys let me know what I can do with that. Elderberry, I'm going to see if I can grow this back from cutting, since I just literally just broke it. Right, so here I have my Atolfo mango. As I said, everything is just waking up from the winter right now. My Atolfo mango, I probably will cut this also because this is just coming straight up. Either that or I might try and graft my carry onto it. That I haven't decided yet, but I'll decide on that. And then over here, this is a new mango tree that my father-in-law's neighbor just gave us. He said it is from a East India mango seed. He said some years, like other trees that he has that are seedlings, some years it tastes like East Indian, and some years it produces something else. I'm not sure how that works, but here I have my tree here. Then up here, oh my gosh, I hope this isn't dead. This is, yep, it looks like it's dead. Oh yeah. Oh, so I lost one of my jackfruits. I'm gonna still leave it here in case there's some life. Oh yeah, there is life. Guys, that's why it can't be quick to get rid of a tree. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You see that? It has life. So even though it looks like it's dried up and dead, there's life. There's another bud right here. See it? There it is, another bud. All right. Back here, those three trees there are frangipani. Those are going to grow into beautiful, those three sticks you see in the ground, 1, 2, 3, are frangipani. It's going to grow into a beautiful flowering canopy. And guys, look at my strawberry tree. Wow, guys, this tree has given me strawberries, or they call it strawberries, or it's also known as cotton candy tree. I've gotten cotton candy fruit like all year except in the dead of winter, but you can see it's beginning to blossom again. It's beginning to blossom again, so that's good. So I'm looking forward to enjoying some more delicious strawberry plants, strawberry fruits. And guys, remember this started from a small 3-foot seed plant, and in 1 year, in less than a year, way less than a year, probably 7 to 8 months, it has grown to this 20 plus foot tree. All right, so let's check out my lychee tree. Lychee tree has been decimated by the Sri Lankan weevil, but they said it doesn't affect the health of the tree. It just looks really ugly. So I'm hoping this year that we will get some growth from this lychee tree. Not too much growth at all over the years. All right, so let's go see what other fruit trees we have. Over here, I have this is not a jackfruit, but this one is a cantaloupe jackfruit. And this one did well. This one did very well in the cold. You can see, leave it. Leave it. She saw a squirrel. Leave it. We're in the front yard. I don't want her running out. Yeah, you can see this one did very well in the cold. The leaves are still green and there's some new growth coming out. All right, so let's wrap things up in my greenhouse. So some pretty exciting things are happening in my greenhouse. I had to preserve some of my plants in here. Some of them didn't make it, but a lot of them did. So guys, I'm looking forward to planting this out in the garden. Oops. I'm looking forward to planting this out in the garden. This is a custard apple. This is actually going to be a big tree. This is just sprouting up new leaves. The leaves had all dropped off during the winter, but it's just sprouted back. Then here I have several cranberry cuttings that I cut off the mother plant to be able to beautify the entire property. Let's see what other goodies I have in here. Guys, this is a very special tree right here. Really looking forward to planting this out. This is a neem tree. So you guys, like every gardener knows neem oil, right? An organic oil that we use to keep off insects off our fruits and veggies and our trees. Well, this is the actual tree that it comes from. So my friend Lorraine gifted this to me. So I'm looking forward to planting this. I have to find the right spot to plant it. I need to research to see how big the tree is going to get. But I'm going to be planting that one out. Guys, I could not finish the tour without stopping at my key lime tree. This is my patio key lime that I bought several months ago, and it is already blossoming again. And I have several key limes on it all over. That there are key limes. Look at this, guys. Look at these limes. There are key limes all over. I've already had one lime from it, and several more limes coming out. So I'm really, really, really excited about having my own citrus. So far, it's very healthy. I think because I have it in on the patio, it's a screen covered patio. It's keeping away the citrus canker. I do see some leaves having a little something going on. Not sure what that is, but God willing, I'll be able to keep this tree healthy on the patio. This upcoming year, my plans are I'm going to start working on the story of my garden. So this past year, you guys know I worked on planting as many fruit trees as possible. I also had my little veggie garden. You know, that's been doing well. But now I want to start this year focusing on building up the understory, building up soil. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of, getting chip drops, fertilizing the soil because, as you guys know, my soil was very, very sandy. Is very, very sandy. So a lot has been accomplished despite the soil, but I know a whole lot more can be accomplished with a healthy soil. So guys, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be showing you a lot of videos. I'm going to let you watch everything that I do. I'm going to let you follow me step by step as I work on building up my soil. I do plan on starting some vegetables along here where I have my trees. I'm going to have different vegetables, different plants under it. I'm trying not to just throw things in. I'm trying to really think about the right spot, the right place to do it. So, but I'm going to take you guys along. I'm going to take you guys along step by step. You know, we're going to try some things. Some things are going to work. Some things we'll tweak, but we're going to do it together, guys. Well, till next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are out there planting your spring garden. I hope that you're out there planting your seeds, and I hope that we'll do it together. I hope you'll join me this year as I continue planting out my backyard farm and taking you guys along. There are lots of exciting things that are going to be happening over this next year. Now that the trees have been in the ground for a while and they're established, and now they just have to grow and give us some yummy fruits, guys. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to what's to come. We'll take it one day at a time. Till next time, bye now. Get out there, plant a seed, grow our food together. Let's eat some yummy food, and don't forget to share with others. Bye now.